Greetings and good day, my fellow citizens of Silo 18 and 17. And welcome back to another installment of The Outside View, a Silo podcast by Kings of Media. I'm Donnie.
I'm Brian.
We are here today to talk about all things Silo, Season 3, Episode 8, Grey Goo. Grey Goo.
We know what it is now for sure. Now, did we already know?
Grey Goo? I mean,
I think we assumed.
Well, hold on a
second. They confirmed that's what the cloud was.
Right. So the cloud was Grey Goo, but also Grey Goo is what you might turn into at the end of time during the apocalypse, which may be a far more of a generic term. And
okay.
I mean, great segue into, I mean, how did you feel about this episode?
I liked it. I liked it a lot. So much happens. We get a lot of movement. Did you not like it?
I didn't like this episode.
Did you not?
I didn't like it.
Wow.
I loved this episode.
Oh, okay. Whoa. Oh, Donnie.
Big misdirect here.
Wow.
I mean, it was firing on all cylinders for me. It was an absolute 9. And like everything is just like on fire. We're getting towards the end. Stenson is cray cray. I'm giggling like, Daniel, you're my guy. And then the worst pickup line of all time. I want to turn to Grey Goo with you. And we went straight from a 9 all the way to a 3. Oh, I mean, that was Cinema Sins line, but I mean, there are a couple of wholesome, hokey, wonderful people. So it works. That I'll criticize it more when we get to it later, but yeah, it took me out of a moment of what otherwise was an absolute 9 for me. So
I loved it. It was perfect.
Yeah. Okay.
I think this does mean we're going to have a big jump at some point. Maybe next episode, maybe the next episode.
Yeah, I think so too. So,
or maybe not. Well, no, because in the previews, we see grass around the silos.
Right. So, I mean, it's going to be completed.
And they got to dig them all. Yeah.
We have the trailer shot of Helen walking down into what appears to be 18. So, I mean, how much budget are they going to spend on showing us the job site from here on out? I don't think any. I think we're going to get a time jump.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Dude, those shots, though, they spent the budget on getting those shots into the digger. And
that was
beautiful. Awesome. It was
awesome. My gosh. And I mean, as far as like authenticity with what we have seen down in the void, like that is the digger. I mean, they absolutely nailed it. So to see an exterior of it in daylight under normal conditions, absolutely beautiful. So
I just and again, like a lot of times they'll try and like darken the shot, do it at night,
right?
Like they went all out.
They really did.
Yeah.
So I mean, again, kudos to a show that the production aesthetic has always been excellent, like A to A+ for me. This was just another way that they absolutely delivered. So
yeah.
Dude, I really love everything about this ep. I mean, the set pieces, yes, absolutely beautiful. But even some of the human moments from people that I don't typically expect it from. Like Kennedy for me in this episode.
Kennedy, I was going to say, yes.
Dude, he moved up like 3 notches for me. And I already liked the guy. But he went from kind of the goober slap happy guy to actually connecting with another human. And I mean, Jimmy's back. Solo's back. Steve's on. He's back in play, baby. Let's go. Yeah. It was good to see our friends.
Steve's on is again. So good. Yeah. Every scene he's in, he's so good.
Yeah. So, I mean, a whole bunch of guest cast there that I guess were kind of regulars during season 2. But, I mean, we picked up right where we left off with some old friends is what it felt like to me. And that's what I was really looking for throughout this entire season. And all of the moving pieces are now coming together and we're starting to see the puzzle picture. And it's great. So, yeah.
I will say, as we go through this episode, I this weekend I got a tooth infection that I need to get an extraction on, and I am in horrible pain, but I'm acting like I'm not. So if you hear me quiet or it's hard to swallow, so I might slur. I'm not drunk, I promise. But we'll get through this because I'm excited to talk about this.
Man, poor Brian. He's in a tough spot right now. His energy level is low. So
for the people, though, I'm here.
Oh, I feel like that's one of the attorneys in at least Nashville. One of the ads is they says something, and it's like for the people. I'm like, okay. And you're bringing about that energy level right now. So
I'm trying.
It's kind of like there's a moment on The Office where they talk about like if one parent is like panicking, the other one has to be like the stable one that keeps the kids like occupied during the crisis when the boat is sinking. If you're going like really low key tonight, I feel like I really got to bring the high energy. So
yeah, you gotta.
I'll do my best. And if Brian passes out on camera, it might really be something for the world to behold. So
that's right.
The things we do for the team.
Yeah.
We did get some emails, and we'll get to those towards the end. Of course, that email address is theoutsideviewpod@gmail.com. Do respond to those. So had some nice messages this week. We'll read some of those on the air. Some others are just heartfelt that came in last week that maybe don't belong, in the show, but I acknowledge and I see you, and I did reply as well. So,
sweet emails.
Yeah, it's good stuff. Brian, breaking news. We also did get a new review on Apple Podcasts this week.
Okay.
5-star. I'm glad you asked because it is not a 5-star review. It is a 3-star review. Yay, there's a little bit of energy coming from Brian. He needs to get a tooth pulled out of his face.
Yeah.
This is from KR1314. And the headline is "Not the Worst Silo Podcast." 3 stars. There's a lot of really bad podcasts about Silo out there. This one isn't the worst.
That's great. Yes. I love it. I love it.
I'm getting that framed. Like, not the worst. Thank you.
Yeah.
Tough critics. There's a tough critic in every crowd.
Yeah.
And KR, you're bringing it. And I really do appreciate it. So thank you so much for your 3-star.
That's funny.
We'll take it. Well, Brian, let's just dive right into it, man, because there's a lot of ground to cover in this one.
All right.
So we open up with a top-down shot above 17. It's still dark. There's dead bodies everywhere, and we can see 2 suits. And we get a tight on Kennedy. And I don't know if you noticed this, but like in the glow of the reflection on his screen helmet stuff, you can not only hear the drone, you can see the drone.
Yeah.
So definitely confirmation again. What we heard was in fact a drone, and Kennedy's not dead, because as soon as that thing starts flying away, he starts to move a little bit. He gets up, he makes his way over to Lucas, who's now like face down himself. And it's clear here now he has been shot, and he's been shot up in the shoulder, and it hit the radio. So that's pretty impressive marksmanship if that's what the drone was aiming for, assuming the drone
I think was trying to kill him.
Yeah, well, then it was a terrible shot because it hit him in the shoulder. But it did take out the radio. They go from this cutting now to heading down the ramp into Silo 17, and Lucas here clearly in shock. Kennedy's banging on the door at the bottom of the ramp, and the girls that I'm blanking on their names right now, and I apologize. They arrive and they open the door and they get them in, and Lucas collapses here.
Yeah. Do you notice that the bodies end at the door at the, like, I think that's significant. Somebody said something on YouTube about that the fail-safe or the safeguard is only for the outside. It's not for the inside. Right. I don't know if that's true, but it's starting to look like it might be.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, we can get into it the further we get into this, but I mean, the pipe was successfully capped. So what is cause of death? I mean, was it death by a bunch of drones that flew overhead? I mean, I don't know if it was gunfire or if there was, some other weapon type.
Good point.
Based on things that are going to be talked about further on down in this episode. So is the failsafe a gas, or is the failsafe something else?
Yeah.
Time will tell, I do believe. We got cut from this now to seeing our boy Jimmy, aka Solo, and he's helping tend to Lucas here. He's like the one adult in the room besides Kennedy. I mean, at this point, as far as grown-ups, even though, I think we would say, and we obviously we didn't cover this show during season 2, but there is so many childlike mannerisms about him where he kind of is just this boy that was frozen in time who lived all alone for years. And dude, Steve Zahn just plays this impeccably. He really
does.
Wonderful casting. Dude absolutely nails this character. He is all in, and it shows. We get the suit kind of cut off of him, off of Lucas, and the bullet hit the radio first before it hit him. And Lucas at this point just laying unconscious. We kind of pan back to realize that we're in what I'm calling from here on out the cool New York Museum.
Yeah.
Which is awesome because we get to see this now through the eyes of Kennedy, who is just being exposed to so much human history.
He has never
culture.
seen all this stuff. Yeah.
No concept, no context for what he's beholding as he sees pictures of butterflies and bears. And I mean, how do you describe this stuff? I mean, it's incredible.
Yeah. It's like a dog, but bigger.
Yeah.
It's like a dog, but smaller.
Because apparently dogs live in 18, which
that's all you have.
Still no explanation for how the dog society is.
One dog, one cat.
That's not how that math works. That math not be mathing unless we have cloning tech and they have some other word for it because they have no understanding of what cloning is, which is possible, but I don't think probable. Solo, we cut over to him now. He's hard at work trying to get the radio working, which is kind of amazing because he's reading a manual that's telling him how to work electronics.
Yeah. Maybe he's been doing electronic stuff for a while and he learned the techniques and learned what works, but you're not learning that from a book.
He has all the free time in the world to do stuff.
I guess that's true. That's true.
So I'm giving a pass on that one, but it is enough of a head scratch that I'm at least acknowledging and mentioning it here.
Yeah.
They are able to get the radio working here. He hands it to Kennedy, and we get to now hear the other side of the radio call that we heard in the episode last week, which was just really great because now the group in 17 gets to hear Juliette's voice, and they know that these guys aren't just making the stuff up. Like they really were sent there from Juliette. So it's really great. Talking code. She wants to talk to Jimmy. I just put on my notes here. This is wonderful. You have to talk code.
Yeah. Yeah.
The instruction that Kennedy gives to him. So good.
What does that mean?
Right. Yeah. What? Okay. But Juliette's going to need Jimmy to investigate. Basically his mom's death is the code here. We got to get some answers from judicial about this pipe and what's going on there.
The whole here's what happened on the other side trope is kind of overused. Maybe not overused, but it's not new. But every time I love it. I love it.
Oh, I totally give it a pass here.
Yeah.
Very appropriate. And I mean, again, we're revisiting characters that we haven't seen this season at all.
Yeah.
So to be able to witness this moment from their perspective, I think was a great entry just to get them back into the mix because now they are going to be, they are our critical supply for the rest of the season of whatever this outcome's going to be. Dude, I can't
wonder
believe
how many light bulbs they have.
Oh, dude. I mean, there's some supplies, which, I mean, by the way, we hadn't talked about it a lot, but I mean, Silo 17 is dead. Like there is nothing other than inside of IT where the power is apparently coming from Silo 1 and they've got everything that they need essentially right there. So just something that I kind of thought about as I was early in the season, early in this episode, I'm like, yeah, the New York Museum, it has power. Of course it does because it's fed from Silo 1. So I'm trying to bring your energy, Bryant. Poor Bryant, dude. He is
You're doing it.
Oh, you're in a bad spot right now, buddy. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
I don't wish that on anybody. I mean, there are some mean people in the world, and I don't wish that.
There's a couple people I'd be like, they need this instead of me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh man, we cut from this to the before times, just as they arrived at the drill, and that was that shot we just talked about a minute ago. So, great way to open this episode. We roll right into the opening credits, and we come right back out to the before times again, and they're at, I put my notes here, a peaceful farm, going to a greenhouse to eat dinner.
So nice.
Yeah, I mean, they dive right into talking shop here. And I mean, Daniel's an expert on drilling. He knows his stuff. And they've got 10 diggers total. The plan is, I guess, you get to the bottom, a mile down, or however far down. They said mile in the show. So they're going to pull it out and they're going to go dig another hole. And each one of these 10 diggers is supposed to do that 5 times. And Daniel's like, this is a terrible plan. You just need to have a digger for every hole. It's going to be easier for you to do that than to try to extract it and do it over again. And I mean, the thing here is like Stenson, he's taking Daniel's input. He's like, okay, yeah. I mean,
you see him kind of tuck it away.
Yeah, he tucks it away. But I mean, again, this is going to be a theme where I think the show is trying to present billionaires as all evil people, which I have my own opinions about. But he is open to input from people who might be subject matter experts on things that he's not. And I think this is an example of it. Daniel might know a little bit more about these drills that he helped design and build. We do get some indications here about the silos are for quote unquote seeds. Art, literature, and science are mentioned here. Not the place in Zurich with the seed place, which when Brian asked me about that off camera, I've heard of it. Like, I don't know that I'm a subject matter expert about it and ready to talk eloquently about it.
I think when I heard it was more about, we were talking about like bananas, how there's like bananas that are extinct. Like the bananas you had in the 80s are gone or something, but they're in the seed bank. I think that I may be conflating things, but
the bananas are gone. Did they leave when the CIA replaced all the birds with cameras?
Yes.
Like in 1974?
Yes.
Okay. You know about that one?
No.
Okay. It's a dumb one. But if you've heard about it, some of you boomers out there, you know what I'm talking about. Email in, let us know.
But it feels like here they don't want to say that what it really is for. Like they're like slow dripping it, and you're like, come on, get to the point.
Yeah.
Why are we being clever?
Yes. And that's where Dr. Weaver, aka the senator, I'm just going to call her Dr. Weaver because that's what I called her in the notes. She's from ER. She says they're also for people. She has some weird voice things happening in this episode. I don't know if that's just her, and I feel bad if I'm bringing that up, or if maybe she also has a bad tooth that needs to come out.
Jerk. Yeah.
But I mean, she didn't feel like she was in a good spot like in this. Maybe we were filming.
My son mentioned that too.
Yeah, she's not the Carrie Weaver, the young, energetic person in the ER who was lording over everybody with her wisdom and knowledge. But they are for people to repopulate the earth. So we do get that mention here of the silo strategy. And Pear says that the end of the world can't be stopped. It can only be survived, which is a line that I've heard maybe in the trailer or in some other promotional material. So it was good to get to that point. We cut from this now to Camille, and she is talking to the voice, and she is clearly annoyed, Brian.
Yep.
The voice says that airborne surveillance went back to 17 and Kennedy and Luke's bodies are gone. And
yeah, I'm really confused by the whole thing, the voice and its control and whatever. Like, how would you shoot one of them in the shoulder and then leave?
Right.
It doesn't make sense.
It does not make sense. So
unless you were kind of postulating that they maybe wanted them to survive, but or maybe just take out the radio and let them live. But this is where I'm like, he's like, no, I told you they're dead. They're not dead.
Well, and I think it's okay. I can go ahead and jump ahead. I mean, they're recruiting Charlotte to be a drone pilot. So is this pilot human operated? And is the algorithm just gathering this information based on there's a camera on the drone, but he has no control over it? The algorithm, the voice has no control over it. It's just reporting back without any details of the operator.
That's interesting.
So, I mean, I've got questions along those lines. Also, production note here. So I was listening to it on, I've got some nice speakers in my office, and I was noticing on those some of the detail about the voice. And the voice does sound like 3 different voices that have been layered together. I mean, at least 2. It sounds like 3 to me. Almost, dude, the more I think about this whole Wizard of Oz kind of thing, and that it is a human operator behind this synthesized voice, I'm really thinking that's the direction this is going. I just highlighting that and putting it out here. But in this specific scene, there was almost this like layer of static that was underneath it too, that I haven't heard in other moments, that is just worth noting here. I don't know where they're going with it, but they're sticking stuff in here on purpose for us to pay attention to. And this is one of those big context clues that I feel like we're going to have to come back to. So the voice wants her to find out the real reason they went to 17. So this will be Camille's mission now for this episode. This is what she has been tasked with doing. We cut from this now to Knox, and as he knocks on the door.
Nice.
It's late night.
Well done. Well done, Donnie. Yeah.
I even just put that in with like a ... all caps, Knox.
Pause for applause.
On the door.
Yeah.
Thank you. And Brian, it's his dad. His dad lives. Juliette lives. And so does Knox's dad.
Which, he's gross, and he looks like he just got out of the mines.
I mean, he sounds like he spent most of his adult life down there off and on, which is kind of a mystery. But Knox cuts to the chase with the guy. He wants to know what he built for Harwood, and his dad is not cooperative, and Knox does what Knox would do, and he just punches him in the face. He knocks him down, is what I put here, literally and figuratively. Yes. Knocks him down. Brian, you're coming over to the dark side, my man. We have cookies.
Okay.
You can't eat your cookies right now, though. Oh, poor guy.
No, I cannot.
What does your diet consist of at this moment?
I've had 10 eggs in 4 days.
Oh. Do you drink them like Rocky Balboa, like completely raw?
No.
Okay.
No, I'm eating them. They're scrambled. I'm not.
Tossed salad and scrambled eggs. Oh my.
That's right.
Oh, so good. Not your face though. Not right now, at least. I mean, Knox has a lot of tension for his dad, and his dad, he's got a big mouth, and like your son is a really big guy. Like, you can only smart off to him for so long, and Knox doesn't care at this point. He puts him down.
But I do love, like, these two match each other. Like, they have the same
personality.
Like, that's his dad. Like, you know that's his dad.
Like father, like son. Yeah.
Yes.
And it kind of that interesting, I don't know, introspective maybe, of like, you have a personality type and you see the 2 different ways that it can go. Like, one is nefarious and into trouble, and one who is a decent leader and a competent guy when it comes to leading mechanical. So just the 2 different paths that somebody can take. It's kind of interesting to see those contrasts, I thought.
Yeah.
We cut from this over back to 17, and they're checking the doors into judicial now. And thank goodness Kennedy's here, because the dude's a painter, and that's some oxidized paint right there, which means it had to be heated up from the inside. This is the door. I hate that
so much.
Why?
He's like, hey guys, I'm a painter. I would know. It's like, okay.
Hey, his skill came to bear. Is it that bad? Like, I give this a pass.
Fine,
I don't give Daniel's pickup line at the end a pass, but I give this a pass.
The way he delivers it, it's just like, it's so silly. I don't know.
Yeah.
Trust me, guys. I'm a painter. I would know.
But it was clear to somebody with the knowledge of a Kennedy that it was clearly welded shut from the inside.
Yeah.
So this is the door that we're looking for.
Yeah.
No hand waving required. We cut back to 18's judicial now, and Camille has Robert all locked up. He is in the judicial slammer, and we have a quick conversation here. She's basically holding out, waiting for Anthony to forget. And the only really note I put here was Robert's quote of, that boy is 90% juice. He'll be the last to forget.
Yeah. And I love this interaction, because like you haven't got to the next part, but I'm sitting here listening to that. I'm like, she loves him. She does love him. Oh,
Right.
look at this. They're kind of making, like, she's making nice with them, trying to bond with them.
Right.
Like, they need this.
But I have you locked up.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know you're up to no good, so you're locked up. But
Yeah.
here's an update on our son. Let's be cute about it and sweet.
Yeah.
Because now I need to question you. Because I need to know what you know about stopping the failsafe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, she wants to know what's Juliette up to. What's the game here? You know, why did she send Lucas and Kennedy? And Robert isn't cooperative once he knows that the kids are involved. So he again brings it back around to it and thinks that she's nuts for not wanting to help the kids. So, you know,
okay. I did this note in my pain state. I said, "Is it like the flying monkeys?" Does that mean anything to you? Oh no! What I was
Wizard of Oz analogy. So,
well, I was kind of thinking like, okay, you remember the Wizard of Oz at the end when Dorothy kills the witch, and the monkeys are suddenly like normal and like, "What's up?" Like, no, we don't want to kill you. We're glad,
right?
But during the movie, they're obviously evil.
Right.
You just think like, is she bought in, or is she just so afraid of what the voice would do that the moment the voice is gone, she would be like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, guys." Dude, I don't know.
I mean, you know, Leon, he had some bangers in that email last week, and I'm watching some things through the lens of some of the theories that he brought, and he actually did email again this week. So some additional good thoughts that I think we'll get to towards the end today. But, you know, I'm at least open to the possibility that she is being duplicitous in all of this. And I don't know. I mean, there's a conversation with the voice later that I'm like, okay, what's your angle here, Camille? Because it does sound like you might be playing both sides. We'll get to it. We cut back to 17 and they cut through that door, and it was in fact welded from the inside. And Brian, Jimmy's mom's body's in there. They're going to have to move her body to get to the pipe. And they all kind of look at Jimmy to try to get the blessing, and he just walks off.
He's so good.
Dude.
Just all of him, all of his acting in this is so good. Well,
and the other thing about this is, like, Silo has done a really good job this season with telling human-sized stories. And this was the creme de la creme of that. Like, I mean, this is a boy that really never knew the fate of his parents, what happened to them. And, you know, he's trying to process the confirmation of what just happened, along with, like, where do we go from here? So, man, just so well done. My gosh. We cut from this back.
It is funny though, the turn for the kids of like trying to kill Jimmy,
right? To
like, no, we're going to respect Jimmy. Jimmy doesn't want it. We don't do it. But
he's definitely become like the de facto leader at this point.
Yeah.
Which, I mean,
but why? He's 12 in his head, or 8 in his head.
Yes and no. But I mean, they were living like in whatever slum they could find in 17 to survive in, and now they get to live in the New York Museum with Jimmy.
That's true.
I mean, he at least has all of the years of knowledge and exposure to that he can use to help enhance their own knowledge. So, what are you typing right now?
I'm getting some ice.
Oh, you're really fidgeting, and it's probably picking up the recording, and somebody's like, who's what's it typing right now? No, it's just Brian. He's in a bad spot, y'all. Okay.
Yeah, moving on.
It's okay. I'm sorry that you're feeling miserable right now, but still taking one for the team.
Yeah, we got to do it.
Brian Chaney, the real MVP. Yeah. We do cut back to 18 here, and Knox comes back with Paul and Hank to his dad's place, and they confront his dad about what he knows about the missing light bulbs and Orla's death.
Yeah.
Yeah. Paul says he doesn't care about this as long as, you know, he finds out what he's up to. Like, I don't think he had anything to do with the death. Just come clean. Ready, set, go.
And again, I love this actor is so good at this. He's so good at this character.
Yeah.
And just like, even like, again, even the beginning of the season, he would not have said that.
Mm-hmm.
But now he's grown and he's changed.
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah. I love it.
Yes, Paul. I mean, he's been on his own wow. He's been on his own side quest. Words are hard, even if you have all your teeth healthy, knock on desk right now. And yeah, it's fun seeing him at this point in his journey. And Knox's dad, he comes clean that, hey, he drew up an idea for Haywood. And at this point, we don't know exactly what that means, but I think in our heads, we kind of have a decent idea of where they're going with this.
Do we?
I mean, I kind of did. Like, there has to be some sort of a back door. Like, that's what I thought. Like, is it going to be as well designed as what we got to see at the end of this episode? I didn't necessarily think that, but I'm like,
but you don't build a back door.
I mean, you're in the mines. You can dig up and down. Like, that's where my brain went. But I mean, it did take somebody with some mechanical knowledge to be able to design something like this. So it's believable that Knox's dad would be the guy.
Yeah.
We cut from this back to Avengers headquarters, and Bernard is drawing the silo arrangements and pipes, which I thought was interesting because he's like, this is where all the silos are located. And they start talking about, like, well, it wouldn't make sense to do like 49 lines out. So you kind of have some trunks and this kind of stuff. And I just, by the way, put in my notes here in all caps, Juliette is a lefty. Let's go. Left-handers unite. We had our own left-handers day the other day, by the way. So, and people that know that I'm left-handed. Yes. Yeah. There's more than 5 of us, sir. It's
there
like
are dozens.
It's like 1/5 of the population or something like that. So historically it's been much lower because
never nudes.
Historically, left-handed people were forced to be right-handed people. But you know what? This is the way God made us. We are left-handed people. Okay. And I'm proud of it. Tell us in the email.
I'm sorry you're part of a suppressed group.
Wow. Okay. I am a weirdo though, because I write with my left hand, but I still have my watch on my left hand, which is a weirdo thing. You're supposed to have it on the other arm. But like, dude, all those tropes about like the pencil graphite on your hand and all that stuff in school, because we used to actually have to write in school. Those are all real. But I hate left-handed desks because they're so stupid. Like, why would you need to have a place to rest your arm while you're writing? Because you have to function in a right-handed society. That's just part of the deal. You just get used to it. It's part of it. The only thing I do with my right hand is the scissors, like cutting them. I can't use left-handed scissors. Those are stupid. So, because you learn.
Well, and that's real life. Like your job isn't like, adapt. Okay, are you left-hander or right-hander? Okay, let's get the right scissors.
You adapt.
Yeah.
So I use a mouse with my right hand, but if it's a trackpad on my laptop, I use my left hand. So there's weird, quirky things. So
interesting.
Sorry, that was a side quest I didn't intend to make, and I didn't really have that in my notes other than she's left-handed. Let's go. But they're trying to figure out how to cap the pipes, and Bernard wants to cap it and contact Silo 1 to find out why. This is his strategy. Like, why are you trying to kill us?
Yeah, I really like this conversation.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
And I think it's genuine. Like, I don't think this is like an ulterior motive for him.
Yeah, like it kind of goes back to this idea of like nobody thinks they're a monster. So like a good example of this is Pablo Escobar in Narcos. Do you ever watch that?
I started it. That's another. Is Coach Taylor in that one?
Maybe.
Or is I'm thinking of another one. No, I'm thinking of another one. Continue your story. No, I haven't seen it.
Anyway, he's also a real life character, Pablo Escobar. But in Narcos, they finally get to like storm his compound, and as they're coming in, his son is like, "Daddy, are we the bad guys?" And and he looks at his son. He says, "No, son. These guys are trying to steal our stuff." And he means it. Like he's not like, because dude was like chopping children's hands off and stuff. Like he's an absolute monster.
Yeah.
But same thing here is like Bernard realizes this, that they're not just like, hey, we're going to kill a silo. Watch this. Like they've got justification.
Right.
And he kind of talks about how he has done that several times where he was talking about, I thought if I didn't listen, the silo would die.
Right.
So it's interesting him bringing that perspective of, okay, let's cap it and then talk to them. Yeah. And if it's a good reason, we drink the Kool-Aid. We drink the
Kool-Aid, forgetting drugs. If not, it's going to be war. So it's really interesting. He goes on here to tell about his poisoning of Mary Meadows, who was the old judge. I was told that her death was necessary to prevent the silo from killing people. It was all a lie. I will do everything I can to stop this tyranny.
And that actually, I like that they said that, because I guess you could assume that. But if you remember that scene, like he is heartbroken. He's in love with her.
Yeah.
And like, or whatever love looks like
feelings for her.
Yeah. And he is just like terrified that he did that thing. Yeah. You're like, well, why'd you do it, dude?
Yeah.
But if the algorithm's like, okay, look at this line, killing Judge Meadows will blah, 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 blah.
Which I have every reason to believe that's the conversation that happened.
Yeah.
And it looked just like that. That was good.
Yeah.
I mean, I to your credit, Brian, I mean, you've been calling it for a few weeks now. Like Bernard really was just a puppet of The Voice. Yeah. And I mean, I think we're seeing that play out. So good job.
I agree.
Great moment from Juliette here. She says, I hate this. Not hating you.
Yeah.
So good. Man, and this is just another in a long line of examples of just the human compelling stories here.
Yeah.
And we're messy. We're messy people. And it's just fun watching that play out. We cut back from this to Camille, and she is with The Voice. And dude, okay, weird moment here. The algorithm is red at first.
Yeah, what is that?
I don't know. It turns blue, and Camille even questions this. Yep. Like, is this like your mood or something? Like, are
is
you
this your
like,
mood or my mood?
Right? Yeah. Like, are you a freaking mood ring? Like, what is going on right now? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. We don't know what to think about that, but that is something we're supposed to clock that.
Context clue. Yep. Clock.
Yeah.
Clock it, Brian. As I don't know if the kids say clock, but they don't. Using it again. I like it.
The young adults say it.
Okay. Those Gen Alphas.
Yeah.
And their whatnots. Their whoozy whatsits. They don't use smiley face emojis. They use the skull. Because, this is so funny, I'm dead. I'm a Gen Alpha. They're not listening.
Ruined everything.
We're too old for them.
Them and the billionaires.
Them and the billionaires. Evil. But Camille wants now to know what the algorithm knows about stopping the failsafe. So again, this is like my glimmer into, okay, maybe she is trying to play both sides here, and she's trying to get the algorithm to basically fess up on, like, I can't stop them if I don't know exactly what they're trying to do. So
yeah. Okay. So you said that maybe there's credence to that. And like here's a sign of that. But also, why would she put Sims and Juliette together? So that's a sign too. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
She put them together, and she says, "You made your bed" or whatever. But why would she put them together? So yes, I think you might be right,
Leon. If you are an inside trader, you are banned for life when we get to this stuff. For throwing this out there, man, because my gosh, I'm really liking this theory. We cut from this back to the before times again. They're at the dinner table in the greenhouse, and Pear is telling them about the largest threat of all, nanotechnology.
Yeah. Well, and it's funny, like the lines between this guy and Elon Musk just get clearer and clearer.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like Elon Musk's thing is like, he never really built like, or created anything from scratch. Like he was like, this is a good idea. Let's push it. And that's what this guy says here.
Yeah, no, I think that's fair. and then again, kind of collect the smart people around you to help problem solve. But I mean, he brings some points here about the nanotechnology stuff. It's cheap and easy to turn into a weapon. But you know, Brian, there's no imminent threat yet, but you can't wait until there's an imminent threat to start building a silo project. So he's basically trying to stay ahead of it. They already have a narrative planned out for it, because when it goes public, they'll just call it Stenson's Folly.
Yeah. Like, oh, what a silly rich man. Yeah.
Oh, he built a silo to keep humanity alive for 350 years until the light bulbs get low. Oh, we get a little bit more information that Iran is building these nanotechnology weapons. And that's what they set off in the quote, Dulles Tech Corridor, which is what we had referred to as a dirty bomb before around Washington, D.C. So it was nanotech trying to attack our nanotech. So we get all of the information now about Charlotte's mission, the rest of the story. They did fly into a cloud of nano. That is the gray goo stuff that we saw was a bunch of little.
That Iran put that there as protection. Like,
yes.
So, which is weird, but
right.
Okay.
Essentially, their mission was a distraction while the real work was happening under a mountain of building a 75-mile long tunnel to the lab to then mini nuke it so that no more Iran nanotech.
Yep.
Interesting. Helen here makes the comment of, you know, she was basically the diversion, and she storms out in shock, essentially. So
do you feel like she in the beginning of this the second half of this show was all in, like, yeah, let's go find out, and here she's like incredulous, like, I don't know.
We're talking about Helen?
Would be. No, sorry, Charlotte.
Yeah. Well, I think it just, I mean, I'm trying to put myself in her shoes that I just found out this information that,
I guess it'd be pretty.
My government basically betrayed me in me being the diversion in this whole thing. They knew this was a suicide mission. I don't think anybody ever wants to think that they're going into a suicide mission. So there's definitely a betrayal. Doc opened candy bowl with his hands because I can't remember his real name. He follows her here, helps her with some breathing exercises to calm her down. And he comes out and tells Daniel that this would be probably a good time to use a memory of her parents right now. And she could use that to find some comfort. So we'll come back to that, which I thought was a really great moment. Again, another human-sized moment later on this episode that was just so beautiful. We cut back from this again to Siloed 17, and it's Kennedy and Lucas. Lucas is recovering, but he's not going to be able to go help Kennedy here. Kennedy's going to have to run point on this project for the time being, because Lucas, he's pretty bedridden at this point. He's going to recover. He's going to make it. Bullets out. Everything's good. But I love this because it gives Kennedy basically, I put my quote, my notes here, quote, a figure it out pep talk.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, one of the best bosses I've ever had in my life. There was a lot of times where I have an issue that I'm dealing with, and I mean, he would just straight up to my face say, Donnie, figure it out. And in retrospect, some of the best advice I was ever given in my life.
It's really annoying to hear.
It's painful to hear at the time.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, figure it out. Like, dude, there are a lot of times in life where you just need to go figure it out, and Kennedy needs to go figure it out here. So he's going to have to go get Jimmy's blessing himself. We got from this back to supply in 18. And we have the drawing. So they're trying to figure out that there's some sort of, I guess, a transport between supply and mines. But again, I'm trying to put this together at this point, but that's where I think they're going with this. They got to figure it out and exactly how.
Oh, you're right. That's what it is.
Yeah.
I don't know why they wouldn't show it, because like they got
Your tooth meds are good, man.
What?
Your tooth meds are good.
Yeah, they're good. Because they get, well, we'll get to it later, but okay. I don't want to get ahead.
Yeah, we cut right back to 17 again, and this is where Kennedy goes and finds Jimmy, and this is a wonderful, wonderful moment here. I just put my notes. He does a good job with the pep talk. He talks.
He does.
He does. And dude, this is where, again, Jimmy kind of stunted, and he needed somebody to talk to him like a father would talk to a boy.
Yeah.
Almost like a Robert Anthony type of a dynamic is what we see here.
Yeah.
And he talks through what death rituals look like between Silo 17 and Silo 18 and talks about his wife. And it's very heartfelt and it's very well done. And Jimmy has no context of what you do for the dead. And it's wonderful. I loved it, dude.
Yeah, he says, I never knew anyone that died until everyone died.
Man.
Love it. Yeah.
Dude.
I mean, let's not forget Kennedy is manipulating him, but like, cause he needs to get the body moved. And so burying the body is the way to do that, but it still comes across authentic.
He can get the outcome that he wants and still be heartfelt and sincere, and I'm buying it. Okay. You are such a cynic. I would be too if I had a infected tooth that needs to come out of my face. So you get a pass tonight, Brian Chaney.
Okay. Thank you.
Man, he's in a bad spot, y'all. I really do feel for him. If you pray for Brian. He's in a bad spot. Oh, really great moment. So they go remove her body. Lucas goes inside, and we get to see that she had cut and capped the pipe, and she'd used her torch to burn the poison up as much as she could. I really had to kind of watch this scene a few times to understand exactly what he's saying here, because she ran out of the fuel that she would need for the welder as well. So again, like, where was the breakdown in this whole thing? Why did these people still die? What were they effective in actually capping the failsafe, or did she run out of fuel? Like, did she need more fuel to be able to completely succeed in this process? I guess is the question that I still need to answer.
Dead? Do you see anybody dead in the silo?
You don't. So yeah, that's a fair point. That's a good point.
I mean, and Lucas Kyle, I think it is, says later, he's like, your mom saved everybody.
Yeah.
Maybe Kennedy said that. I don't remember.
Yeah, that's true. So we cut back here to 18, and Shirley has a plan to clamp the pipe shut, cut it, cap it, weld it for triple redundancy. So that was a whole mouthful, but I went back and watched it a few times just to make sure I'm like writing out exactly as Shirley said it. That was basically what she said. But they do need someone to go up and to basically act like a supervisor to be able to get them back in to start doing the work, where they think they know which door it is at this point by doing the math of everything. So we cut back into supply again, and they're looking for the secret door, or they're looking for something. They're not finding it. They're moving everything that two people could move. And they finally moved the heaviest thing, which, by the way, I have a question, because we see a forklift. How are they powering the forklift?
Good question. Electricity? You can do it with electricity.
You can do it with electricity, but like batteries. So we have batteries that have lasted 350 years. Like, that sounds extraordinary to me.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe it's got a cord that's plugged into the wall and it's, running off the generator, but I mean, propane's a thing, but like, do you have 350 years worth of propane that's running these forklifts? I doubt it.
Do you mine for propane?
I
don't know. Maybe not in Georgia.
Maybe. Yeah. I don't know. Sorry, that took me out of the moment for a second, because I'm like, how are they operating this forklift? Like, how are they powering it? So, anyways, I did like that the tell was you could see the mark in the floor where a door has been opening and closing. So like, we found our panel. Okay, there it is. So they open it. We get to see their reaction, but we don't actually get to see what's behind the door. So there was a trope right there if you wanted to throw a trope in.
I love tropes.
Yeah, I clearly you do. We cut from this back to Juliette, and she realizes that Shirley is headed to the wrong panel based on the orientations of the silos. So,
okay, this lost me. I watched it twice. I did not understand. Do you understand?
I mean, if all of the silos are carbon copies of each other, okay, it's an assumption, but it's a fair assumption to make. if the door is at 3:00 on silo 17, okay, let's just, if I'm using like an analog clock and I'm just saying it's over at 3:00 is where it is. Basically their clock and silo 18's clock is upside down. They thought that they were all oriented the same direction, but they're actually opposite of each other. So the 6s would be facing each other, and the 12 is at the top on one, and the 12 is at the bottom on the other. So where she thought the door is absolutely opposite of where it really is.
But wouldn't that put judicial on the other side as well?
That's a great question.
So another thing
we're led to believe that judicial is a ring then that goes around the entire exterior of the side.
Oh, is it?
I believe that's the case.
Okay. Yeah. The other thing too is like this is where I'm confused about how this is all going to help. Is if her diagram is right or Bernard's diagram is right, the pipe comes from one, goes to a silo, and then branches out.
Yeah.
So it's going to be in all different places.
It's such a yes.
Yeah.
To your point, yes, they're grasping here to try to come up with this. You're right. Okay. And also, like, if a mine ever like intersects this pipe, and they've got a pickaxe and they're like cutting through stuff and they break the pipe, like, I mean, yes, lots of questions for sure.
Well, the mines are a lot lower.
Yeah, but I mean, they could be digging up eventually, maybe. Okay. Maybe not. Whatever. But they're opposite oriented. I also this made me think, again, this is like a really specific detail for Juliette to be able to recall. So, I mean, all that to say, more and more of her memory is coming back at this point. Yeah. And it may be a little bit of waving of the hand, but I think the forgetting and Juliette are completely in the past at this point. Like, we have reset back to our Juliette from season 2 is what I'm trying to say here. And this to me was a big indicator of that.
I don't know how many days have passed. It's probably been like 2 days, 1 day. It might just be 1 day. No, it's been at least 2 days, I think, since the forgetting drugs have been put into the silo 18.
Yeah.
But we've seen no indication that it's actually affecting things.
No, we haven't. And this kind of
goes again,
what I said a couple of weeks ago was like, okay. I mean, maybe nothing's been done that can't be undone at this point. And I mean,
it also goes back to Camille being in on it. I don't know how she would fake the vitamin D.
Yeah, what Leon said about the osmosis thing or whatever. Like, maybe that was like we're dumping it into a place where it's really not going to be useful. But we can say that we went through the exercise of doing it so that we can tell the algorithm and cortisol levels won't be out of whack because I am actually telling him a fact. So, yeah. I mean, more to come on that front for sure as we move forward here. We cut back to the before times again. We're at the dinner, and this is where Helen just starts going off about, I put in my notes here, speak to power, blah, blah.
Yeah. I do. So here's a problem I have with this, and I'm going to say it. You have the same thought, I know. But like a couple things, like you just wonder how much the writers know about this too. Mm-hmm. But like Stenson, very like mocking almost, is like, do you know how much $1 trillion is?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, like, he doesn't have $1 trillion.
He does not have $1 trillion.
He's worth $1 trillion.
He's worth $100 trillion.
Yeah, and like, so could his money remove world hunger? No, it could not.
No.
Like, if he liquidated everything, by the time he liquidated everything, he would have way less money. And then all the money that's creating would also be gone.
Yeah.
So it's like, but in the bank, he may have like 100, or he may have 1 billion. He maybe have 10 billion, but he doesn't have $1 trillion in the bank.
No.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah. It is a very oversimplistic view to say, well, if you had that much money, you could solve world hunger.
Yeah.
Do you think every government in the world wouldn't love to solve world hunger? And how much of a deficit does the U.S. have at this point? Is it 17 billion, a trillion, excuse me? I mean, it's a big number, and we haven't solved poverty. And like,
you would solve it for a time.
Right.
And like, again, I'm not a rich person defender. Like, there are a lot of turds that are rich people and they do a lot of bad stuff.
Breaking news. There are good people and bad people in every class of society.
Yes. Yeah. But having money doesn't make you more important or anything like that. But like at the end of the day, like it is so silly to think $1 trillion could solve world hunger. Like you've got to like I could think about that and think, oh yeah, that'll give everybody a Happy Meal. Like, but you've got to follow it to its logical conclusion of like where that would actually end up.
Correct.
Yeah.
I mean, we're on the same page about this. I mean, she goes down the list. She's like, you could cure Alzheimer's. He's like, I'm getting close. I mean, yeah.
And this is where I wonder if the writers know that, because when he says solve world hunger, he's like, well, it's my money.
Right.
And instead of saying, yeah, for like a month, dude.
Right. Yeah, I mean, he goes down this thing. He's like, you know, we're going to, the other detail that comes out of this, he says, I'm hiring 5,000 employees to beta test the quote unquote sanctuary. They're going to get paid $200K a year, which comes out to $1 billion a year, which means he can pay them for 1,000 years if he has $1 trillion in cash, which he does not, because that's not how wealth works.
Exactly.
Just put in my notes here. My final comment about this scene: blah blah, rich people solving the world's problems, preaching sweet mercy.
Yeah.
I also just put Paris Stenson isn't wrong. I think, in case you couldn't tell, they'd like Helen to join the project, so they really do want her in. We cut back to 18 here, and Juliette catches up to Shirley at the Gap. She figures out that Shirley's preggers here, so we get for the first time, a very nice, normal moment between two friends. Again, our Juliette's back. Yeah. Dude, I thought it was funny when Shirley's recounting. We get the confirmation here that Knox removed the birth control, went to a dentist and got some Novocaine that they injected locally. And he was crying while he was doing it. I'm so sorry, Cheryl. She was telling the story. Oh, it was so great. I loved that, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I just put we get fun talk about Knox as the dad. Yeah. So the wrong hatch talk here. We cut back to the mines here. Haywood gets an alert at his desk, a little buzz, and well, I gotta go to this thing here. So he goes over and he opens the doors and the locks and the levers, and looks like he's going into a bank vault. And it is indeed confirmation that it is an elevator, and it's the Avengers on board. The man is busted.
Okay, I'm dumb because I didn't realize that's what they built. I'm dumb.
You're not dumb. You have a bad tooth. Like a toothache. Like a, I don't know.
I was like, because I have in my notes, so what did they build?
Why was the crocodile so ornery? He had a toothache. Oh, bad 90s comedies.
That's terrible.
About sports ball. We get a radio call in. We cut back to Juliette now, and there's a radio call coming in from deputy lady that her name is escaping me right now. And she says something about sending Ralph Melby, which kind of goes over their heads at the moment, but it's going to come back to being important here for a second. Because of course, no one talks on an open channel without talking in code. Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan should have taught you this.
That's right.
We got back again to the dinner table. They're making the detailed offer to Helen now at this point. And I did think it was funny. She calls them mole people.
Yeah, I did love that. Yeah.
Oh, it's a good line. It's a good line. They want Charlotte to be a drone pilot, and she accepts. This is where we get that confirmation. Somebody's going to have to operate these drones, just saying. They then offer to Daniel, and he can have 50 diggers if he wants. At this point, Helen's like, where's my Uber? I want out. So they're like, yeah, head back to the house, and Captain Jellicoe can get you on a helicopter, take you wherever you want. And, you can still have your $1 million. Good job. We cut back to 18, and Juliette remembers Ralph Melby. This was Sandy. Sandy's her name. was warning them that she had been caught, and this was the code here by Judicial. And Juliette sends Shirley away and decides to go ahead and head into Judicial herself. Dum dum dum.
What a well done flashback! I really, it was very well done.
It was, and again, more confirmation that Juliette's brain is fully restored. She has not been eating scrambled eggs like Brian.
Yeah.
How many?
10.
10. So you have 2 left in the carton. Because,
yeah.
Because there's 12 eggs in a carton.
Good job. Good job.
Thanks, man. I have not taken the vitamin D plus. I still know egg facts. Oh, we are unhinged tonight. I like it.
No.
We do cut back to the mines again, and they're confronting Haywood now at this point. He still denies that he has anything to do with Orla's death, but he does spill the beans off cam is what I put here. They cuffed that other dude with the dog. I can't remember. Mike. Was it Mike? Is that his name?
I don't know. We'll call him Mike.
Yeah, they cuff Mike and they take him away.
This was a nitpick for me is like, we met him and then yada, yada, yada. Right. He killed Orla.
Yeah. This like, still seems kind of quick.
Yeah. Like, why did he kill her? I don't like, right. Is he, I guess he's part of the supply stealing, which would make sense, but I don't know. I wanted a little more about this.
I agree. And I mean, granted, this is like the C plot in this season.
Yeah,
but,
that's true.
So maybe it's wrapped up so that we can focus on like A and B plot for these last 2 episodes. So, yeah. But I kind of am leaning towards that. And this is just done now. Okay. Mike did it and justice is being served and Brian is trying to stay awake. So we're almost to the end, buddy. We go back to the before times again, and Charlotte and Daniel have this really nice moment where he hands her the rosemary. And dude, there are certain times in your life where you smell something and it takes you back to a memory. Like, yeah, something about smell really does unlock stuff. And she's able to remember the specifics of Sunday dinner with the rosemary chicken with her mom that she basically made her make every time. So, yeah.
Well, and it's a great mirror to Juliette remembering. And I loved it.
Yeah. Charlotte's immediate reaction, she just starts weeping. And I thought it was very well done. Very beautifully done. Nice moment. Put in my notes here. And this is now we cut back to the helicopter, back at the helicopter, I should say. Helen's leaving. And as they're getting ready to take off, Daniel climbs in. And he gives the line I like. Stenson is cray cray. Nobody says cray cray anymore.
I know. Cray cray. We're still saying that in whatever year this is.
Dude,
that was weird.
Daniel's my guy. He is a corny. But you know what? Corny people that can get.
You're corny tonight.
I'm corny all the time. It's just coming out more tonight. Daniel has emboldened me with the cornball. But yeah, the quote of the century. I want to turn to gray goo with you.
Yeah.
And then they kiss.
Love it.
So, I mean, the slow build, we finally do get a payoff in their relationship. Yeah. This is their first time with the relationship, man. They've gone to the next level. And all he had to do was say something about some gray goo, and it got right to Helen's heart. Not the line I would have picked, but appropriate for a couple of goobers that they are. So yeah, I give them a pass. I said 3 early on. I don't really believe that. This was a 9 episode for me again. It's good stuff.
Yeah.
I never heard a score from you, by the way.
Oh, I did 9 too.
Okay. Oh, this is your first 9 of the season, buddy.
Yeah, it's my first 9. Yeah. This is great.
Let's go. We cut from this back to 18, and Paul is holding his son and sitting with his wife. And I liked this moment again. Another just human-sized moment between a relationship where they've both kind of been doing their own side quests and they haven't been working together. And they both acknowledge that about each other. Yeah. And I think to what you said earlier, like Paul now is going to be a part of the Avengers. Like the old rules are over. No more secrets, no more lies. We're doing this thing together. And I think that's where they're going to take him. He's now part of the Avengers.
Well, and it's a great contrast between Sims and Camille, where they are just falling apart. Again, maybe not. Maybe Camille's playing a part, but maybe. Yeah, I love this. It's a sweet moment because we didn't really have conflict between Paul and his wife.
No,
but it
they just
was
haven't been on the
there,
same
obviously.
page. Yeah.
Well, we did have the you got to stop doing this.
Right.
What if they catch you?
But there hasn't been much interaction between the two of them on camera this season.
And even then, it was like, because I love you and I want to protect you.
Mm-hmm.
This was just a sweet. I love this scene.
Yeah, the walls came down. I'm here for it.
Yeah,
love it.
Yeah.
We cut back to judicial, and Juliette basically walks into the trap and turns herself in.
Yeah,
and she gets locked up with Robert, and Camille arrives, and the quote I put here is, "You made your choice."
Yeah.
That's the last we're going to see of them this episode. We cut back to Shirley as she arrives at Avengers headquarters and tells them that Juliette has been captured. And Bernard says, we have to cap the pipe. And Martha, with the quote of the century, she says, "We have to do something before we live long enough to forget her."
Yep.
Roll credits.
Yep. It's great.
Let's go, man.
Great episode.
Dude.
Yep.
And again, selfishly, I'm pretty pumped because now I can watch episode 9.
There you go. Yeah.
It's been killing me not to go watch it. I'm pretty pumped.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Good stuff. I 2 episodes left. And
I know. I'm sad.
I am too. And I don't know what the end game is for this season. And knowing that they produced season 3 and season 4 together, I mean, I think they could do a decent sized cliffhanger and not resolve some of the A and B plot that we're seeing in this season.
I do want to find out who the voice, if the voice is being controlled like Wizard of Oz. I want to know that.
Dude,
please tell us that.
There's our closing scene. I'm going to call it right now. Our closing scene is seeing inside Silo 1, whatever machinations are happening there. Whoever, I think they're going to pull back the curtain and we're going to see what's happening there. I mean, I feel like that's what we're building towards. That's what I'm hoping for. We'll see.
Yeah.
Oh, good stuff, man.
Good stuff.
We did get some emails this week. This is reactions to stuff from episode 7. And we love to get those emails from you guys, the outsideviewpod@gmail.com. We did get some new stuff coming in this week. This is first one's from Boomer Mart. It's good to hear from your Boomer Mart. He says, "Hello, guys. I'm definitely not complaining. Just telling you guys that there was a commercial at the beginning of your podcast. I just didn't know if they'd automatically put them in without telling you. It's no big deal. I think when it comes down to it, talking about the silo is just 2 things that make the show above average. One is Rebecca Ferguson, and the other 2 is number 2 is the music. Thanks again for putting out another great podcast. I followed you guys from the For All Mankind podcast, Boomer Mart." I guess this is the first time he's emailed about this show. Brian, there's ads at the beginning, just so you're aware.
Yeah, we know that.
Okay.
It's on purpose.
There is cost to just hosting podcasts.
Yeah.
And I think the effort here is if we can offset some of that cost, it's a win.
It literally costs more than we make from the ads to host it.
It's helping offset the passion project, just so you're aware. So Jay, good to hear from you as well, sir. He says another setup episode, but I can give it an 8 out of 10. My theory is the cloud over Iran could be nanite particles. You were correct, sir.
He is correct.
By the way, that's one of the big things in the source material that I've tried to avoid talking about in this show. So that piece is out in the open now. So we can talk about that. Brian theory is correct about machines eating organic life. They use nukes would be too close to the Fallout show. Suggestion, drink milk or juice so that you don't forget. To my knowledge, there are no cows or citrus trees in the silo there. So
that is
we did
correct.
See cows.
And there's oranges.
Yeah.
Right?
So, yeah. Well, and juice could mean grape juice too, because maybe there's a vineyard. I mean, there's different directions that could go. Maybe not just orange juice. Or maybe they like lemon juice. Maybe they're all about it.
Yeah, I think, we find out more of this episode, but his point of nukes being the thing that resets the world, it would be Fallout. Not that you can't do it because Fallout did it, but it's interesting.
Yeah. But
no, he is right because, sorry.
It's the most worked up I've seen you tonight.
Yeah, but they say like the nanobots would turn you to gray goo.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yes, they're eating organic material.
They are eating more organic material, which kind of makes sense why the surface looks so desolate.
Yeah. There's
So,
nothing.
There's nothing.
There's nothing.
Gosh, it's crazy. Boomer Mike, he says, hello, guys. I wanted to start off by congratulating Donnie and pointing out the use of the word house cleaning rather than the more direct housekeeping. A couple of weeks ago when he emailed in, he called it house cleaning, and I made fun of him about it. He says, you are correct. It wouldn't have hurt so much, except that I was known in my previous job as the dude who did the wordsmithing in one of my roles.
Oh.
He'd send out those company-wide emails to the masses, and information was to send out. I was the guy responsible for that. So he says, I'll survive in the same way as Daniel and Helen when they were faced with either signing the NDAs or being sent to Gitmo. Nice.
That's awesome.
He says, I believe that the show has informed us a good deal toward the mystery of the stolen industrial light bulbs and the murder of Orla Kent. We know that she saw something while looking at the stair construction that made her a target for the murder. We also know that besides the 48 years of bulbs, the construction had been slowed by shortages of rebar. They didn't mention that earlier as a thing. It seems pretty obvious that Ed and Glenda Harwood are complicit in Orla's murder when she learned the truth. I believe that Knox's father built an elevator or some other high-speed device just outside the tube of the silo to allow travel between the entrance of supply to the entrance of the mines, possibly further. This avoids prying eyes and the slow travel on the stairs. It also conveniently allowed mines the ability to move bulbs without observation. We still don't know the reason to take the bulbs, but it may be to create a vast underground space for mines that may follow Brian's idea of selling to another silo.
Yeah.
So you're spot on that one there. Good job, Boomer Mike. You nailed it. He goes on to say this. He says, I wasn't a big fan of how the show portrayed billionaires. Hollywood and the media loves to take them down a peg or more, and this is true of the show's character, Stenson. The show goes out of its way to make the guy look evil while not really touching on the politicians, at least so far. And who would be the real decision makers in setting up 500,000 people to live in 50 silos on a 400 square miles over 400 plus years? So great points. We're nodding our heads up and down.
Yes, we are.
I did email him, say, dude, we're on the same page on this topic.
Yeah.
He goes on to say the new mystery box is the survival of Lucas and Kennedy and their mission to Silo 17. It is harder to see as the show didn't give us much other than the drone-like buzzing and the gunfire sounds over the radio. We did get very opportune call from quote unquote Patrick in the middle of the judicial wall pipe bombing that caused a very close abort. It is suspicious that the call came from him and that he didn't have a radio in his suit and he could have used Lucas's perhaps. The radio call could have been impersonated by the algorithm in Silo 1, though. I did find it strange that there was no mention of how they and the children would have been able to get it back to Silo 18 without suits. Time could have been trimmed down for Daniel and Helen's van, jet, and helicopter ride, but I am sure that they will be shown to us in the finale. At least we learned that the quote-unquote, the kids are all right, The Who, 1965, for Brian's song reference of the week.
That's right.
Anyway, thanks for listening, Boomer Mike. So last three is off. The other ones were good.
I want to correct one thing for Mike, Boomer Mike there. It's not a new puzzle box. The idea of the puzzle box is you solve a puzzle, and you got a new puzzle.
Yes.
Solve a puzzle, you got a new puzzle. So it's like, it's a never end, like you're trying to get to the middle.
Mm-hmm. And like a Russian nesting doll?
Yeah, but with puzzles.
Okay. Very good. Steven emailed in, like we've heard from Steven before. He says, hey guys, love your show. Thanks for cleaning a lot of thoughts up. And after watching these episodes, I've also been cramming For All Mankind in the last couple of months and noticed that the gun that Camille and Juliette are holding are the same kind of gun that was in For All Mankind, used by a certain astronaut that I'm not going to name because it's kind of a spoiler for that show. And if you've never watched, I don't really want to do this one, but the gun that's at the end of season 3, and then we see it again in 4. So I'm just going to throw it out there. So Brian knows what I'm talking about. And if you're a longtime fam listener, you know, and I don't have a gun. Man, that was foreshadowing when they played that song, by the way.
Yeah.
Because
they did.
Gun and tire irons and all kinds of things. So
Yeah.
I'll leave it at that. I didn't catch that specific production detail, but good eye, Steven, on that. It's interesting. All right. Email from Leon. Buckle up, Brian. He says, good evening, gents. Thanks for another great podcast episode. In your recap of season 3, episode 7, you said that Gloria reads from the mission diary, a relic that would have been pursued for over 300 years and holds the account of the last time the silo was dosed. Here, I believe you may have conflated 2 separate relics that Bernard mentioned. One relic, the mission diary, which is around 140 years old, was the one that Gloria read from.
Yeah.
The other relic that Bernard mentioned in the same breath is a spiral-bound notebook that had been pursued for over 300 years and has never been found. He's absolutely right. We've already talked about this.
Yeah, no, he's right. And I knew that. I probably misspoke.
Yeah. He goes on to say, I believe that we will soon encounter this relic and that it will give the Silo 18 folks a clear understanding of the origins of the silos. In completely unrelated news, Helen never seems to leave home without a spiral-bound notebook. The show has made sure to draw our attention to her notebook at least twice. Once as the cause of a flashback with Charlotte, and once as she is held it in her monogrammed leather holder in a picture Helen's ex took of her. Also, much less consequential, I think George's watch is Daniel's watch. Apologies if this theory has already been discussed. Warmly.
No, yeah. I think he's right.
Dude, so the 300 year, like, it could be Helen's notebook.
Yeah.
Which is pretty freaking cool.
That's, yeah. I think it is. I think he's right.
Yeah. And last, but certainly not least, the Lisa email. Hi, Lisa. Good to hear from you. Emailed her a few hours ago. She responded. So things seem well in Lisa's world. She says, hello, gentlemen. This week's episode was solid. For a second episode in a row, Common was believable. Compliments to Robert Sims. Much more so than Dr. Carrie Weaver's attempt at a thin Southern accent. The opening 15 minutes make this a 9 for me, even though the C plots still aren't up to par. Jumping right into that open, we didn't see Lucas or Kennedy get shot. So in addition to the show saving money and not using real drones, I thought we were going to find at least one of them alive later. Just like we get to see Kelly Baldwin next year. Wink, wink. I like that you're on my team about this, Lisa. Let's go. Kelly Baldwin lives. Juliette lives. Kelly Baldwin lives. Walker telling Kennedy that he won't need to know the code because she wasn't going to be talking to him was also a thriller cliche come to life. The fact that he didn't say anything about Lucas being dead is another interesting choice. Just the kids are all right. I really hope we get to see Kennedy and Solo interact. We did. It was wonderful, Lisa. And you liked it too. Something tells me that they are on each other's frequency. Yes.
Yeah.
Did the Vault voice lie about the safeguard being impossible to stop? It was wrong about Lucas and Kennedy being quote unquote neutralized. Or did it lie to Camille about them to keep her in line in order to keep our boys from using their drones' cameras? So how did they, or at least Kennedy, get away? Were the drones trained by stormtroopers? We don't really know, Lisa. So you're asking
that is
good
the real question.
Yes.
Yeah.
She closes with this. She says, finally, the before times. I love Colin Hanks. So he's a net plus to the show. With the way he slammed billionaires, I figure he's a trillionaire. You are correct.
Yes, correct.
They also put him in a, quote, I can afford to pay for this entire project, unquote, territory, and thus he answers to no one. The conversation of the plane and helicopter wasn't interesting, and the flight from DC to Atlanta is less than 2 hours in real life, and I laughed when they switched from a plane to a copter because the UK doesn't resemble Georgia at all. I don't know what you mean by that.
Oh, she's saying, was it filmed in the UK?
Was it? If it is, I did not realize that's a production detail
funny.
that I missed.
That's funny.
Okay. I have to get confirmation on that. And that's something I should know, and I'm embarrassed that I don't.
Yeah, you should. I'm embarrassed you don't know this, Donnie.
Yeah, that's my kind of thing to know. She says, but we're finally going to get some answers on Thursday. Until then, I'll be monitoring the radio, Lisa.
So, that's a good call sign. Or
I'm monitoring the radio. That was pretty good. That might have to be our closing tonight. So, Lisa, I mean, there is Kelly Baldwin with just like those night landings on the Connie, and then there's if I'm going to gonna die in the gray goo with you. Like, yeah, they're equally cringe.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want to turn to gray goo with you. I had to go back to it. Reminds me of the wedding singer of the song. Beautiful. I want to grow old with you. I want to turn to gray goo with you. That's my second Adam Sandler movie reference tonight. I don't know where that came from.
I referenced it Saturday when all this happened. I was like, I want to die. Put a bullet in my head.
Oh, man.
It's terrible, but that's the pain, man. That's the pain you can feel in this.
We watched some random Netflix movie Sunday night with like his daughter in it. That was actually quite good. And I'm
what is it?
It's like top 10 right now. Oh,
okay.
I don't remember what it was called.
I saw her in something else.
Yeah. Sandler daughter. Now I'm like movie Netflix. Oh, it was a decent movie.
Is it that Project Hail Mary?
Don't say good luck.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
It just came out. It was good. No, it was not Project Hail Mary. You mentioned it tonight. I didn't even mention it. We made it all the way through a recording without even mentioning it.
I know, I was disappointed.
Even though I was drinking from my cup this entire time with my.
Is that from the movie?
I hope you get more infected teeth.
Oh,
that was too far.
Funny. Yeah.
That was too far. I repent. That was all
right. Well, Donnie, if people want to write in, how do they do it?
theoutsideview.pod@gmail.com. I really do hope you get better quickly. And I hope you're in some sort of recovered state by this point next week so we can have a podcast.
I know. I really hope so.
Otherwise, I'm going to have to learn how to fly solo and do this, which is not near as fun or exciting.
Yeah. All right, man. This is good stuff.
Yes. Well, until then, I'll be monitoring the radio.
Watch Project Hail Mary.
Available now on Prime Video.